Goodbye, Big Crow campsite. I got a couple last things to pack away, and I'll be on the water. Good morning. Welcome to day 8. It's early morning here on Big Trout. Won't even be 6 a.m. yet. And the breeze comes and goes, but when it comes, it's up there. It's apparently going to get stronger as the day goes on. So once again, I'm going to pack up and get on the water early. I had breakfast, just having my coffee. I needed something warm this morning. It's pretty chilly, and then I'm gonna start packing up. I'm both excited and sad that this trip is starting to wind down. This is day 8 of 10. This is my last, wherever I land today on Macintosh is my last campsite. I'm spending tonight and tomorrow night there, and then paddling out the following morning. So this isn't my last travel day because I have to travel out to Canoe Lake, but this is my last, I don't know, it feels like a last something. So yeah. Despite the fact that I've been in here for 8 days, I'm still not ready to leave. Well, there's the wind again. So I think it's reminding me that maybe I better get my butt in gear. So I am going to relax long enough to enjoy my coffee, though. I'm going to give myself that much, and after that, get packed up, and I'll see you on the water. Macintosh. So I'm at Macintosh. I know this is broken record stuff, but another big beautiful lake in Algonquin. There's a reason I picked, when I knew I was coming to Canoe Lake for the finishing line, I knew Macintosh was going to be the end of it, because it's It's the nicest lake within striking distance of the Canoe Lake access point that isn't particularly easy to get to. You have to do the 2.3 Ink Lake, Tom Thompson Ink Lake portage to get here, and that's enough to put a lot of people off. So there are big, beautiful lakes much closer to Canoe Lake than this one, but this is the one most likely to have few people around. So it's not that I don't like people, I just don't like them on my campsites. So I was on this site. This was my spring trip. It was a 2-nighter from Canoe Lake to Macintosh and back. And this is exactly where I was then. Okay, so welcome to my second Macintosh Lake campsite. I'll explain. So I was set up on the other side. I'd gone out into the bush and dragged back firewood. My tent was up, my clothesline was up. I was more or less settled in, and I'd been sitting there reading for, I don't know, an hour and a half or so, but the wind was so strong, and I kept looking at my tent wondering if it was going to blow away, and I kept getting mildly to moderately annoyed at the constant wind blowing in my face, that I kept thinking, maybe I should move to the other side of the lake. Maybe I should move to the other side of the lake. And then I'd kind of shake my head and say, I'm not moving, and I'd go back to reading. But I don't know, I finally reached a breaking point. I got up from my chair for a second to grab my water, and the chair blew over, which it had done 100 times before. But the 101st time was just, I was like, forget it, I'm moving. Welcome to campsite number 3 on Macintosh Lake, and no, I'm not joking. I went looking for firewood on that site, and that marshy bog behind the site, if I'm being honest, it just kind of creeped me out. I suddenly did not want to be on that campsite. I mean, I couldn't find firewood, but I haven't had a fire in days. I don't really care about that much. I just suddenly did not want to be there. So I went to check out the island sites. They're taken. Suddenly there's people everywhere. The site that I came from, somebody else is now on. So the end result of my flitting around all of Macintosh looking for campsites is I ended up with not as nice of a site as I had before I started all of this. I don't know why I'm being so indecisive. Yeah. In any case, this is pretty good. I'm calling it home. Well, I was gonna have a fire this evening and say goodbye to Algonquin while watching the sun go down. But instead, I have a bit of a thunderstorm and it's raining, so yeah, I'm gonna crawl into my tent before I get any wetter. Yeah, this trip has been incredible. I'm really excited that it worked out. That my wife was willing to drive all the way to Brent to camp for one night just so that I could do this, and they're coming back to get me, at least hopefully. The lakes were perfect. The weather was almost perfect. And it's just been a peaceful, relaxing, and at times challenging trip. A little bit of everything. And it's just been amazing.